Welcome to day 3 in our spring week of webisodes, and today we have new dazzles and dots.
Lots of fun new dazzles and a rainbow of dots. We'll show you how to use them.
Come play with us. Well, here they all are. Here are the 4 new dazzles, and we're going to get into each one of them.
And then 4 new packages of Deco Dots. That's a new product for us.
Very much so. Now, let's see.
Well, let me just say about the Deco Dots. 4 different color sets, and each one of them has 3 different colors. It's all this great mirror finish, but you have a real pale, you have like a medium color, and then this darker color, and they are self-adhesive, all different shapes of dots.
And these are 8x9 sheets. There are 264 dots in every package.
You've got a purple set, you've got this gold, copper, and red set, you've got a blue.
It's called a hot set.
Ooh, the hot set. You've got these blues with a light blue, teal, and dark blue, and you've got beautiful greens as well.
But first, we're going to get into our dazzles. And our first one is this nautical. And as you can see, it has the gold foiling on the edges. And if we can get in close.
And that brown mirror finish.
Isn't that pretty?
It's fun. I love the words on there. Go explore, set your own course. Now, I think those would be great for scrapbooking.
Yes, I would agree with you. But we're going to show a card. And here is our card. And it is beautifully done. So pretty.
It is. I like the papers with that too. The papers are from the vacation set?
Yes, this is an 8x8 pack. And it has, let's see if I can do it. It's got all the papers, as you can see. They're single-sided.
Looks like it's got some artwork in there too.
It does. It's got tons of not only art, but alphabet tiles.
Well, that's great in a vacation theme. And there's the one that we just saw with the card. So it's got a border edge on there. And that gets used on this card.
Okay, right here. So pretty easy to do with that paper because you're just placing it down.
Just set that on there. Plus the design toolkit was used to get this nice focal for that sailboat.
Right, and this is number 7.
Super easy to do. You're just going to trace that onto your paper and then cut it out. But I love the rolling waves underneath the sailboat. And I just wanted to show you the way to do that easily is you're going to take one of the papers and you're just going to start tearing. And if I tear up, because that's got a white core, I'm going to get a little white edge on there. So I can do one, and then I'll do another, and after I have a few of those strips, I'll just place them just like so.
Just overlap.
Get some nice waves. Place it on that blue paper and then trace and cut out with the template.
Really, really nice. Just easily done. Yes, so that's great. Now our next is a beautiful collection, and I know you can't see it, so let me turn this over.
It's called Art Nouveau.
And there are 27 pieces of art in here.
I love this. It's sort of like, these are individual too. The images that you see at the bottom, there are 3 separate images, and they are like stained glass windows. You've got words on there, with love, just for you.
And we have done this. Now, we've brought in something else. Just like the first card, we had those papers. This time we have glitter cards.
Glitter cards.
Silver glitter.
Okay, so I'll show you one. It's just like this. It is a card. It is glitter on the front and the back. Gosh, I didn't know that. And Susan actually took this and cut it apart so that she could use a part of it, which is great. So there, it's like you've got cardstock, and she placed a dazzle on there.
Right, and then because our basic cards are 5 by 6.5, and the glitter card is a little bit smaller, it made it perfect to use on the front of the card as a flap. And she's just placed it right there.
Just it on the front. So I just think that's a wonderful idea. That's really fun, and that's perfect for a focal. So you can get those in a package.
Yeah, the package has 8 of them. You can see they're 4 1/4 by 5.5, and there's 8 cards and 8 envelopes. And I love the trick of cut them in half. You're going to get even 16 cards out of it.
You can cut them in half to use on the front of your card. I mean, because they're glitter all over. That's a pretty pretty nice little card there too. But Susan placed this on the front. She did cut it apart, but I'm not going to do that right here. I just want to show you that she then took her Spectrum Noir pens and just started coloring in. And I'm going to pounce them sort of up and down. I'm afraid if I go too much back and forth, it might ruin the glitter. It sort of moves it around. So just going like this adds just a little bit of color, and it sort of looks like a see-through stained glass window.
Very much,
so
yes.
Easy to do and just a beautiful result.
Very pretty, oh so pretty. And if you're a VIP with Paper Wishes, you would have received one of those glitter cards and that Dazzles in your VIP package.
Nice.
And just so you know, the toolkit was number 3, the design toolkit that was used to make that. Okay, now this is really interesting. There's a story. Do you want to know the story?
Yes.
There are 320 nail art Dazzles here.
Right.
And it's kind of hard to see because they're all glittery. They're tiny. They're tiny pieces. And I had a customer, Janie, had suggested these. She said she's used the tiny Dazzles on her nails for years, and but you do need to put 2 coats of clear polish over the top of them.
I'll remember that.
And then I asked one of our retailers, and she said, oh yeah, she's been selling those for nails for years.
Oh my gosh.
So, you know, this is going on unbeknownst to me. So we thought it was high time that we did nail art Dazzles. You can kind of see them there. So they're tiny because they need to be, but you can put them together. You can mix and match them. I'm going to turn this over so you can see some more on the front.
So just beautiful. So they're extra tiny just for that purpose. I do love the thin lines as well on there.
Ah, yeah, we added
those. So if we look on the left side, you get these long thin lines too, and so while they're great for nail art, we found some other ways to use it.
Look at this. Isn't that pretty?
So you're seeing those long thin line borders, so they just make this delicate edge, and it just really kind of adds that extra shimmer on there.
So this is, you can see all of them there, and of course that shine is really fun. Little birds, hearts.
Now the words don't come with the nail art.
They don't.
They are a separate Dazzle set.
They're in the tiny words and phrases Dazzles.
But they fit just perfectly.
They do, and these tags are foiled and embossed, and they come on a sheet. And actually, we have a package of 4 of them.
And we're not able to show you right now, but we did want to mention that the tags, you actually are going to cut those little tags out, but they are that gold foil.
I can show you. Actually, there's gold and silver in the package, so it's right here. It's on page 14.
Right next to the nail art Dazzles.
And there's even a good price on them.
Oh, perfect. So they come on that sheet.
4 of them.
Cut each of the little tags out, whatever you want to do with them. And in this case, Susan took some of them, and actually, this is really interesting. She inked them with black StazOn ink. So she inked them all over, and she said around the edges, if you want to, once it gets on the edges, you can take a little alcohol on a cotton swab and just run it around the edge, and that's going to remove the ink from the edge. And then you'll have this gold edge tag, and you can start adding your nail art.
Absolutely. And did I mention 320 pieces?
320.
It's just nice to get those great big.
It is. Yeah. Super fun.
Okay, now, speaking of super fun, we have some octopuses. Well, octopi, okay.
Well, octopi,
Octopi. And these are black, and there are 33 pieces.
And it's called Octopus Hugs. So that tells you. It's super cute. This one has little headphones on there. I love that. I'm a sucker for you. That's pretty cute.
And lots of hugs. So here is how it was used on a card. So cute. I was very excited to find that now there are mini wobble springs.
There are mini wobble springs. So watch this. Bing.
Yes.
That is so adorable.
It is very fun.
You can do that with so many. Think of all our Dazzles that you can do that with. Puppies and butterflies.
They can all dance for you.
This is so wonderful. Now, these are mini. We've had wobble springs before, but they're about twice the size.
Yes, right.
And so sometimes they can be hard to hide behind something small. This is perfectly sized.
And it's fun to play with them.
It is. And here's the little spring that's in there. So you've got this nice little wobble. And it is self-adhesive on both sides. We've got a really hard side, and you just remove that paper from one side. I've got it started, but My fingernails are never very good for this. You can remove that, and then on the back, it's actually a little easier. You just bend it up, remove it like that, and then you've got that self-adhesive, and it's clear on one side too, so you can't see it on your card.
Yeah,
nice.
So very good. Okay, so now we're going to get into the dots.
Okay.
And what is so fun about them, well, many things, is that, well, number one, the colors. So the colors are fun. This is the hot package, and you can see why it's, you know, hot.
It's sort of gold, copper, and a reddish, kind of a rusty red.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And here is what Lene did on a center step card. So as you can see, she just used the card. Now, she did put some black cardstock on the bottom and on each side, and you've got the patterns in the die cut card package.
But those fun dots are just popping all over.
How fun is that?
So simple. Now this is what's cool about them. You're seeing all of those different sizes. You've got solid ones. You've got smaller solids. You've got a circle, lots of nesting circles, so they can nest, or you can pull them all apart and just sort of put them everywhere.
So it's kind of that you just get started, and don't be afraid to let them go off the edge. Cut that off, and you can actually use it in another place.
Absolutely.
So kind of the base of the circles, and then the solids and the smaller ones were put on top.
And just start layering, just start putting them all over and seeing what looks fun to your eye. Cut them off the edges.
Use this as a guide if you want to. It's going to be a good way to go. And very, very fun. Now you can also do them in somewhat more of an orderly fashion, as Debbie did here.
A little bit more orderly.
Yes.
And we've also used the circles and scallops cutting dies to cut a big circle to go with it. And I think that's perfect for quite a few of these. It just sort of naturally ties in.
Now I do like the fact that some of these were offset. As you can see, the little ones didn't stay right in the middle. They were offset to one
so you
edge.
Can mix and match those, so that's really fun.
Mixing and matching the colors, how fun.
That.
Here is another that has a border, again, a little more orderly.
Yeah, this one actually has sort of a pattern. She created a pattern with it, like a square in the center, and then so that's fun.
So all of our word dazzles are just going to be perfect for this, and that will be fun.
Hey, that one she actually inked. This is like a silver or a gold, I think it might be a silver. And she just...
It's out of this package. It's Everyday Greetings. It's a 3-pack.
You can ink them or use... I think she used a Spectrum Noir pen on that one. Just color whatever color you want to match those dots.
Now, you can also, surprise, use an embossing folder.
Isn't that wonderful?
Okay.
So it starts out like this, just a piece of cardstock, and you start adding, just start layering wherever you want them. And we've got our diamond dots. And we place that inside of the embossing folder.
So any all over
pattern. Yeah, you've got flowers, you've got hearts, whatever you want, and run it through your machine, and it's going to end up looking like that.
Look at that. I think that's such a fun look to have.
It is. It's
and
beautiful.
Again, these are not orderly. No. And she didn't use any of the kind of frame circles, you know, where it's just
that's right. She just used the solids. She did all that first. She ran it through the embossing folder, and then she used the circles and scallops cutting dies again to cut a black circle to set here, plus this, I can't remember, 9 little words.
For the love and the U was for the cutting die.
For the cardstock.
Now,
that's the purple I want to show.
Yes.
So you've got all 3 colors. You've got all those 3 colors together. You just buy one, and you've got 3 hues of that color. Now,
if you are a scrapbooker, please know that these are for you too, and let me show you why.
Ow.
How fun is that?
Okay, I'm not going to show. That's all 4 of them together, and it's a rainbow of color.
She also used
so fun.
The Easy Circles template, because to get circles that large, there really aren't cutting dies for that.
And you can use it on your photo, and then to mat your photo. This is a very colorful photo, and that's really fun, but I was also thinking a black and white photo would be great with so many different colors.
So well, as a matter of fact, here is this.
There you go.
So I love this. And you can see that the 2 photos are there, and just letting the dots play around the pattern paper and the photo. So
what I also loved about this is that I added the indigo lace scrapbooking dazzles to get some of those scrapbooking words.
Okay.
To get that pearl, and some of them are circular, and so they fit on top of those dots so perfectly. If you look over here,
yes.
I love that. I backed it on one of the dots and put a few more.
Fun.
Really fun.
Very fun. So you can see that these are just cascading, and obviously this is the purple pack.
It is the purple, but I also used that nice pastel blue in there.
Oh, you did.
So
you mixed two.
I mean, you can just use the pastels from each of the colors and make something very pretty, pinks and blues for babies.
And you can see how they tuck under the photos. And again, you can either tuck them under or cut them and use them in other places. As you can see, they're peeking out. Let the little ones and those little dots are our enamel dots, which we showed earlier.
We did. This is the Sparkle and Shine paper collection with those enamel dots and the ribbons as well. So you saw that earlier in the week.
Oh, so fun. Absolutely fun.
Beautiful.
And I'm sure that you're doing what I'm doing and thinking, Christmas would be fun.
Christmas.
Okay. So these are our
red. Okay.
So not only do we have dots, we have new Dazzles. This is a D-Day, I guess. And just so much fun, so much good design, and a lot of fun things to go with them.
Absolutely. And join us tomorrow.
Please do.
For lots more fun.